So Borderlands 4 has been out for like 2 weeks or so now, and it has not gotten the best reviews on its PC optimization. So I have pulled up the system requirements, and I'm going to build a PC fully around these recommended specs and see how it's going to run, see if this is worth getting and enjoyable. I am going to have a budget of about $850, so I'm gonna go with the cheaper option here. We're gonna go down the line, of course, Windows 11, and I'm definitely gonna choose the Ryzen 7 5800X, 32 gigs of RAM, and these will probably be too expensive. The Intel Arc B580 is going to be a lot easier to get right now, and a terabyte NVMe. So that will be right about $850. Right, now time to go over some of the specs. Again, a lot of these are exactly the specs recommended from Borderlands website for the system requirements. And the CPU, we chose the Ryzen option, the 7800X, a great option for just under $200. And we paired it with the lowest recommended option, which is the Intel Arc B580. This is a 12 gig card, so usually this card does pretty dang well. We got this one on Newegg, which was I think $50 cheaper, so about $250. This is great. I mean, this PC itself, this combo, would be able to play most games you want in 1080p on medium to high settings, but we're gonna see how that does on Borderlands. And then for the motherboard, nothing too fancy, but still wanted a little high quality for looks, so you can go even a little bit cheaper if you want to, but for about a little over $100, I went with the MSI B550 Gaming Plus V1. Looks pretty dang good. Now for the storage, I actually found something a little bit different that is about $50 on Amazon. This terabyte King spec is a nice one to try because we usually just go with the same NVMe's because they're the cheapest or most affordable on Amazon, but just thought I would switch it up. Now for the RAM, we use this quite a bit, but it's the only 32 gig kit, so 2 sticks of 16 for about $70. Hard to beat, and although it is kind of budget, 32 gigs was recommended, so this should be perfect. For the power supply, 650 watt 80 plus gold should be just fine for this build, but it is not modular, so there's going to be a lot of cables, but luckily we have a great case that can fit all the cables in the basement, and that is the Foifkin K6. If you have not seen or heard of this case is actually pretty sweet, looking like a lot of the modern cases, but for only about $65. Honestly, I'll probably use it again if I can get it for even cheaper or about this price. This is pretty good deal. Now for the cooler, obviously we had to do the most affordable tower cooler out there, which is the ID Cooling SE214 XT. This one is just a great bang for buck. Can't really go wrong. All right, now that we gone through all the specs, I'm going to do a quick build montage and then we're going to get to Borderlands. All right, now this is the moment of truth. I'm going to be talking about my experience with Borderlands 4 and this PC. I just played a decent chunk of the tutorial or whatever the beginning part was, and I had to change the settings and tweak them just a little bit throughout. So if you, I'll show the settings I'm trying and what FPS I got, but I don't know if they fixed the optimization yet. This game did not run as well as I thought for recommended settings. I mean, to be fair, this is the lowest GPU on the recommended settings spot, but I still feel like for this power and this price, we should be able to get a higher, better experience. So starting off the game, we were getting a kind of respectable like 70, 80 FPS. I mean, very low amount of action going on. But when we got into fights, that's when we started to dip below 60, so I knew it was time to change the settings a little bit. So for the settings, I was in pretty much all the lowest. This is 1080p, and honestly, this game doesn't look too good either. It doesn't look too different from what I remember Borderlands looking like on the Xbox 360. So the fact it doesn't run very well, I'm a little confused on. On the lowest settings, only getting about 60 FPS is kind of disappointing, and I don't know if you get later in the game and the bosses get bigger and there becomes more things on the screen, if that will become a long-term issue. Luckily, we have built a PC that can handle most any other game better than this, so we still have a good system that can play just about any AAA title. I tried turning the settings a little bit higher to see if that helped. Really didn't change much. I think 5 to 10 FPS difference, but yeah, you can expect on the lowest settings, you'll be pretty solid around 60 FPS. Now, there were, again, some instances in combat where I was dipping and it was becoming not enjoyable anymore. So yeah, I wonder, as far as this recommended settings, I wouldn't recommend this personally. If you really want to play Borderlands 4, I would probably go for a more expensive GPU option like the 6800 XT. But the issue is on Newegg right now, the 6800 XT is like $1,000, and then at that point we would just need a whole new build, and I wouldn't really recommend the 3080 either. So really the best option on here is the Intel Arc for price to performance, but their game is so badly optimized that that's not even that enjoyable. I wouldn't be very happy playing it at that console. Like, it just felt a little bit worse than console because we were getting dips. If I kept tweaking, we could probably get that even more like console level, but you're not buying and building a PC so it can just be as good as console. Really, in conclusion, this is a Borderlands issue. Maybe wait till the game gets kind of fixed. Definitely not recommend the minimum. This PC though itself is still pretty dang solid. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think about Borderlands 4 and what you think the best specs would be to play games like that aren't as great optimized on launch. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.